Carlos Ramirez, owner of NVS Audio in Roselle, New Jersey and Daytona, Florida. So we had a client bringing us up his beautiful Road Glide. This thing is pretty, super mint condition, nicely painted, nicely well put together. He was stressed out. Another shop had his bike for 9 months. I have no idea why, but the bike was there for 9 months and he got it back with 8-inch woofers in the bags not working, one of the 6 spines not playing, and the audio would shut off after a few minutes of playtime. So he asked us to take it apart. He needed a bike for a rally coming up. He hasn't ridden his bike in a while. He just wanted us to make it right, and he would deal with the other shop later. So that's what we did for him. So we went in, we dove into the install, and the install was pretty neat and organized. There's just a few things I didn't understand. Like, for one, they used aluminum wire to run the 1200.2. So they used cheap wire, and then they took the time to test the tape and tech flex the wire. The amount of labor you put into covering up the cheap wire, you could have just spent the money on the proper wire, oxygen-free copper 4-gauge, which is what the amplifier requires, and the amplifier ended up failing. Well, you didn't use oxygen-free copper wire, and the amplifier's bridge running a set of 8-inch woofers, which meant that the amplifier would need more current, which the better wire would supply, and then the amplifier ended up burning out. That's number one. Number two, why they chose a 1200.2 to run mid-bass drivers when the 1600.1 is actually designed to run bass, and the amplifiers are physically the same size and cost the same amount of money. So we replaced the aluminum wire with oxygen-free copper wire, and we swapped out the blown 1200.2 for a 1600.1, and then added a bass knob with a clip indicator, something you can't do with a 1200.2 because it doesn't have the port for it. So now the client can see when the amplifier is clipping and control the volume of his mid-bass drivers from up front. We pulled all the aluminum wire off the bike, upgraded to an NVS Audio AK4 wiring kit. So we did an 8-gauge run of oxygen-free copper to the 100.4 that was in the fairing, and we did a 4-gauge run oxygen-free copper wire to the 1600.1. There was already a Lex rack on the bike. We moved some stuff around. They put the DSP underneath the radio, which made it really tough to reach, and the way the channels were laid out, we moved them around. We moved the DSP to in between the radio and the speaker pod where we normally do, which gave us more room to put the amplifiers towards the center, and rewired the bike, retuned the bike. The other issue we came across is he used whatever shop did the install did a really nice aluminum adapter to mount the 8-inch mid-bass driver. The issue is when these adapters were designed, they were designed like the American hardbag style adapters that most people were running mid-range speakers because there really were no mid-bass motorcycle speakers at the time. So when we were trying to tune it, the 8 was smacking up against the inside of the adapter. So I'll show you later on in the video where we swapped out the aluminum, super high quality adapter. Had they made this adapter 3/4 inch instead of 3/8 of an inch, we would have been able to reuse it. But it's a really, really nice solid adapter. The problem is the travel of the woofer was a little bit too much and would hit the inside of the adapter. And this was way before the amplifier went into clipping. So we opened up the hole, swapped out the adapter for a set of our 3/4 inch expanded PVC spacers, wrapped it in grill mesh to keep dirt and debris and water from touching the cone. And luckily the bolts, since the adapter uses the standard mounting flange bolts that the Hertz 8-inch mid-bass driver used, we didn't have to drill any more holes. So the same 8 bolts that held the adapter in now held the woofer, our new adapter plate, and everything back into the saddlebag. So no new holes drilled. It from the outside looks exactly the same, but now we were able to get more bass because the speed was able to travel freely without hitting the adapter. We neatened up the wires for his air ride. There was a bunch of extra wires by the battery. Some of the stuff was unfused, so we ran everything to its own fuse. We linked in some of the wires to make the area under the battery neater, and then we moved the fuse holder to the brake side like we normally do. So client's really happy with the outcome. Bike looks good, sounds good, audio plays for hours without shutting off. So check out what we did for him. Install's pretty neat. Only issue I see is they used aluminum power and ground wire instead of oxygen-free copper, so we're gonna have to change that, both amplifiers. Other than that, the install's pretty solid. We're gonna keep checking and see what else we come across. Okay, we gotta straighten out all these wires. Not bad, just could have been a little neater. Everything's safe and secure. Concerns me that some of these don't have fuse on them. So we have fuse, no fuse, fuse, no fuse. These wires could have been neater. That's literally the way the bike came in. They did a good job. There's quick disconnects on everything. Don't know why they use car speakers instead of motorcycle speakers. This amp is no good. And I don't see fuses for the amplifiers. We gotta check that now. I see the power line coming from here. And no fuse on the line. What's that about? Oh, there's the fuse right there. So we're fused, we're safe, that's good. That's not. Take it apart, see what's going on with that. Rewired with NVS audio AK3.5 wiring kits. We got 0 gauge input. We have 4 gauge to the 1600. We have 8 gauge going to the 800. Lithium battery. Everything nicely tucked. NVS audio T harness. DSP's going there. This is a really nice design. Aluminum ring, and it fits beautifully. The issue is we don't have enough clearance between the woofer and the side of the bag. So we tested it first, but the woofer is definitely hitting the side of the bag since we have them on a 1600 now. So we don't have to drill new holes because this is a standard 8-bolt pattern, which matches up with our rings, which matches up with the Hertz woofer. So we know the holes match up because this ring works with that woofer. So we're just gonna pull the screws out, use our 3/4 inch ring, wrap it to give it protection from the elements, and then bolt it back together. This is the problem. This is 3/8 of an inch. On a 1600.1, the woofer needs a little more than a 1/2 inch or it hits the side of the bag, and that's what's going on now. See the difference in depth between the ring that's in there and the ring that we're gonna install.
Said you want a little company, and I love it cause the thrill's cheap. Said you left him for good this time, still if you knew I was here, you'd wanna kill me. Said you want a little company, and I love it cause the thrill's cheap. Said you left him for good this time, still if you knew I was here, you'd wanna kill me. But it's time you met the real me, filthy, but wasn't always will be. You pill me, feeling I'll still be your addiction. You can touch a prescription, but don't feel me. I let you see my dark side, but like a mic check, you got 1, 2. So when the sparks fly, we hit the flight deck and got sprung like an ejector seat from an F-15. But tonight we don't need those pills, it's the effects of each other. but we gon' film, cause I will want your ecstasy.
I only call you when it's half-past, but the only time that I be by your side. I only love it when you touch me, not feel me when I'm fucked up. That's a real me when I'm fucked up. That's a real me, yeah. I only call you when it's half-past, but the only time I I'm tryna put you in the worst mood. P1 cleaner than your church shoes. Only point two just to hurt you. All red lamp just to tease you. None of these toys on lease to. Need your whole year in a week too. Yeah, main bitch out of your league too. Side bitch out of your league too. Hustle empty, need a solid piece. 20 racks a table come from ebony. Cut that ivory into skinny pieces. Then she clean up with her face, man, I love my baby. You talking money, need a hearing aid. You talking about me, I don't see a shade. Switch up my style, I take any lane. Switch up my car if I kill any pain.
$1,000,000 out my shop. Fuck us promise. And fuck us promise, yeah. And fuck us promise. And fuck us promise, yeah. 40,000 to 100,000. 100,000, 100,000. 100,000, 500,000. $1,000,000 out my shop. Fuck up the numbers. 100,000, 500,000. $1,000,000 out my shop. Fuck up the numbers. Dodging back in the 6-speed. Amphetamine got my stomach feeling sickly. I want it all now. I've been running through the pussy, need a dog pound. 100 models getting faded in a compound. Tryna love me, but they never get a pulse down. Cause I'm heartless, and I'm back to my ways, cause I'm heartless. All this money and this pain got me heartless. All life, cause I'm heartless. Said I'm heartless, tryna be a better man, but I'm heartless. Never feel what I can, but I'm heartless. Heartless, cause I'm heartless.
She got me confused, I swear she got me mixed up. I don't need you, girl, so I don't care if I slip up. Yes, I swear I'm heartless, more life on my wrist up. She robbed me for my love, I feel like this is
With someone new. Yeah, I'ma need some whiskey glasses if I'm gonna make it through. If I'ma be single, I'ma need a double shot of that heartbreak blues and see the world through whiskey glasses. See the world through whiskey glasses. Yeah. Light 'em up, light 'em up, light 'em up, light 'em up. Knock 'em back, knock 'em back, knock 'em back, knock 'em back. Fill 'em up, fill 'em up, fill 'em up, fill 'em up. Cause if she ain't ever coming back, light 'em up, light 'em up, light 'em up, light 'em up. Knock 'em back, knock 'em back, knock 'em back, knock 'em back. Fill 'em up, fill 'em up, fill 'em up, fill 'em up. Cause if she ain't ever coming back, I'ma need some whiskey glasses. Cause I don't wanna see the truth. She's probably making out on the couch right now with someone new. Yeah, I'ma need some whiskey glasses if I'm gonna make it through. If I'ma be single, I'ma need a double shot of that heartbreak proof and see the world through whiskey glasses.
He told a little story that sounded well rehearsed. 4 days on the run and that he's dying of thirst. The brew was in my hand and he was on my tip. His voice was hoarse and throwing dry. After 3 bad brothers, you know so well. It started way back in history with that rap and me. My team. Then had a little horsey named Paul Revere. Just me and my horsey in a quart of beer. Riding across the land, kicking up sand. Sharing slices on my tail cause I'm in demand. One lonely beastie I be. All by myself without nobody. The sun is beating down on my baseball hat. The air is getting hot, the beer is getting fat. Looking for a girl, I ran into a guy. His name is MCA. I said howdy, he said hi. He told a little story that sounded well rehearsed. 4 days on the run and that he's dying of thirst. The brew was in my hand and he was on my tip. His voice was hoarse and throwing dry.
I'm still fucking with you. Still waters run deep. Still Snoop Dogg and D.R.E. Nah, nigga. Guess who's back? Still doing that shit, huh, Dre? Oh, for sure. Yeah. Check me out.
It's still Dre Day, nigga. AK, nigga. Though I've grown a lot, can't keep it home a lot. Cause when I frequent the spots that I'm known to rock, you hear the bass from the truck when I'm on the block. Ladies, they pay homage, but haters say Dre fell off. How, nigga, my last album was The Chronic. They wanna know if he still got it. They say raps change, they wanna know how I feel about it.
You ain't up on pain.
Dr. Dre is the name, I'm ahead of my game. Still puffin' my leaf, still fuck with the beats. Still not loving police. Still rock my khakis with a cuff and a